So last year I completely totaled our canopy by, well, we was at Longley and I storm strapped it down, but didn't have the, for a lot of reasons I won't go into now, but I didn't have the canopy bit taut enough, so water collected on it, weight built up, and it broke one of the arms and legs just on the left hand side, which I finally got around to ordering from Rose Awnings. Thanks very much for the quick delivery. Not sponsored, I paid for them. I paid for them all right. It's flipping expensive. I mean, to replace the arm and the leg, it's about a third of the cost of a new awning, a new canopy, which is, you know, but there is, as they say, it is what it is when you're disgruntled about something but can't do anything about it. So whilst the sun's out and it's not too windy, I'm going to replace the arm and leg. The only problem I've got is that the drive's on a flipping slope and it makes it really high. It's about whatever. It's high, so I'm going to get steps out, see what tools I need and get on with it. Right, so here's the parts. The tension arm there, the tension leg, arm, yeah, arm, let's call it an arm, where it helps the canopy open, and then the leg, which obviously secures it to the floor. Like I say, ridiculously expensive parts. My own stupid fault. So I'm in no position to do a how-to for anybody, but as I did take it down, I think I know how it went up again. It's not very difficult. There's maybe a couple of bolts and a few screws and that's it. The problem is that tension spring arm is a bit tricky and it's ferocious.
Let it all go, darling, let it all go. I just need to stop and have some fresh vibes in my head. Let it all go, darling, let it all go. I'm not trying to run, just
I'm going to do the arm first because it will hopefully support the canopy whilst I put the arm in. Do the leg before the arm. Right, so looks like to me there's a Allen key there that comes off and that will slide off, and that is basically that bit that already comes on it, I think. If I go that way, looks like that, doesn't it? Looks the same. Yeah. More tools. Don't lose the screw. Secured. Now this should in theory slide out, which it does. Magic.
Can we just dance? Can we just dance and forget about it? I'm tired of the race. Can we just dance and forget about it?
You have to be careful how that bracket goes on. It goes on one way. It looks like it could go on both, but it doesn't. Anyway, let's get this old Allen key thing back in there. If you get a choice, get someone else to fix your canopy. You would not believe what a pain in the backside one little thing is to get in. This bit here, this bracket here, there's like a rubber washer. As you can see it there. Because everything's bent, because everything's slightly bent, it's just a nightmare. I've had to like basically force it in, worrying that you're going to snap the thing, but it's really stiff now, so I think maybe that'll work loose, because the rubber washer, when I looked, I didn't have a rubber washer, and I can't see a rubber washer in the bits that I took off, but we'll have to see. So that's that leg on anyway. Now for the arm. Oh no, I don't know about you, if you vlog, but I can't vlog when I'm stressed. It's just ridiculous, and that was hard. That was bloody hard. It took about an hour anyway, onto the arm before it gets windy and rain. Right, so taking life into my own hands, you see there's two holes, but that's where, you probably can't see up there, you can't, that's where the two brackets go in. That's where the arm goes in there, and then it bolts in from the other side, and then it kind of slides on there. Now what I'm already thinking is that I probably should have done the arm first. Oh God help me. Oh no, it's okay. The arm goes, you can see where it's bent there, the arm goes up there. I'm saved. Day two, oh God, day two of me trying to fix this awning. Honestly, if I was, I mean, you can see, if I was, I could edit this vlog so that it might made it look really easy, and look how easy it is and look how good I am, but right, I don't operate in that kind of space as other creators and influencers might. I want to show you actually how difficult these things are. So I've had a problem. I need to dismantle more than I'd hoped. So I've got to take the arm sits on a bracket that I need to take off because it's broken, and the arm comes with the bracket. But to take that bracket off, I've got to slide it off, which means I've got to remove the end cap, which is the bit that where the winder is. Now to remove that, it had a Torx head screw, which is, I'll put a picture up, which is recessed in further than my electric drill attachment or electric screwdriver attachment will go. I don't have any proper screwdrivers that are suitable, so yesterday onto Amazon, bought myself some, I'll show you, bought myself the world's longest Torx screw attachments. One of these I'm hoping will be the right size, but I've also got some more. Right, buying all this stuff was 20 quid, right, but I've probably saved myself 300 quid by doing it myself. Obviously it would have been easier to get someone else to do it, but you know, I'm doing it. Let's get on with it. Right, as you can see, this leg is now on. It's a nightmare because in the instructions it mentioned about having a washer on there, but when I looked at this side, after spending literally an hour trying to get a washer on because it didn't really fit, me thinking the bracket had broke, you can't really see, but that one doesn't have a washer on it. The thing is, they give you like a kit for maybe 3 different canopies, and they don't tell you which canopy needs which part. Not impressed. Now you're probably not going to be able to see it, but the offending screw is in there. In there. Let's try it. Amazingly enough, it was the second one I tried, which is, it says S2 T20, so T20, I guess. You can't see that, can you? But anyway, let's go and get my screwdriver and try and take it out. The reason I couldn't reach it before is if you look at what I'm using, this attachment on the end, see, it's too thick, it won't go in the hole. So even if I had the right attachment, it wouldn't go in, so it wouldn't undo it. So I always say at least 50% of doing any DIY task is having the right tool. Now I couldn't have done it without this, so I'm now going to do it and hopefully it'll work. Right, that tool works, it actually undone the screw, but now of course, as someone mentioned to me, don't lose the screw. It's the next morning. Now I just wanted to close off this video really. Now I can't remember where I last left the video because things got a bit stressful. Putting the leg on was fairly straightforward, but the tension arm, where it attaches to the caravan, the bracket that was broken, I had to slide it off, and to slide it off meant I had to remove the winding mechanism. Now there was just maybe 3 screws, which I showed you the first one where it was so recessed in, no tool I had would reach in. How much would a dealer charge to fit it? I don't know, is the honest answer. A couple of £100 maybe, and then I'd have to get the caravan to the dealer, back from the dealer. So financially, it's better to do it yourself. However, is it really a DIY job? I would say no, not really. It's very fiddly. As I mentioned, when I was taking off the winding mechanism, the bit where you put your handle in to unwind it, 3 or 4 screws, I took it out, and straight away the canopy came all the way open. Luckily I had both the legs down. It wasn't secured down, it wasn't a windy day, so it was okay, but opened out, and also the canopy material kind of wrapped round the mechanism. It's hard to explain, but anyway, cut a long story short, I did eventually do it. Now it was sunny when I started, and then came over cloudy, and I was getting very concerned it was going to start to rain with basically the canopy fully extended, no tension in it at all, because I only had one arm on, and it was like, it was a swimming pool basically. It would have been a swimming pool, so very stressful. So I managed to get the winding mechanism back on. You have to slide the bracket on and then get the mechanism. It's all very fiddly, and it really has to line up kind of precisely with little bits. It's just a nightmare, to be honest. Would I do it again? Maybe. Now I know how it all works. Now the advantage I had is that I took it all apart when it broke, so I kind of had an idea how it fitted together. Although the thing I didn't realise is that you had to take off the winding mechanism to slide the bracket on. Oh, honestly, it was very stressful, and I don't know about you. I mean, I watched some house renovation videos because we're doing up the bungalow, and you see these people and you think, wow, that looks fairly straightforward, and they're showing you how to do it. And then you think, hang on a minute, what's their skill level and their experience? What have they done all this before? And I think on the whole they have. Well, looking at this job, I think if you saw someone do it who had done it before, you think that was easy, I can do it. But there's fiddly bits that only experience tells you. Now I've done it once, probably if I did it again I'd know. Now I had to take off the winding mechanism about 4 times because it wouldn't align, it wouldn't get anywhere close to the brackets. When I was feeling underneath the roller blind bit, there was a little kind of button. I thought, what's that? And as I pressed it, click, it all lined up and went in. But I mean, unless you know that, you're scuppered. Anyway, I've no idea what parts of this video I'll be able to use, because the plan was, I wasn't going to do a how-to, I was just going to show you me doing it. But with the stress of kind of trying to get it done before it rained, anyone who does videoing, that sort of thing, you'll know it takes more time to set up the camera than it does to do the actual work. So sometimes you just got to get on with something, which is the case then. I've got a few brackets to put on, not brackets, covers to put on to make it look nice and finish it off. I'll do that today. Now the reason I wanted to do it before, so for tomorrow we go away for 10 days. So looking at the weather, I don't think I'm going to be able to use it, but I've got the bracket, so let's get it done. Anyway, I won't film any more than that. So thanks for watching. Hopefully I've got some kind of useful content here. Might be entertaining. If on a few points you might see me absolutely have a mental breakdown. It's not easy, honestly, it's not easy. Well, on reflection, now I've done it, it kind of is easy, but you got to know how to do it first. if it makes sense. Maybe not. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
This is quality caravan vlogging.